If you love plant-based meals, you're in luck because today it is all about 30-minute or less plant-based meals with a collab on the channel up next. Hello again, everyone. My name is Misty Nicole from theladypreferstosave.com. Welcome to another collab, again by Roxana The Guy's Life, this time a 30-minute or less plant-based meal. As you can see, I went ahead, started the timer for the meal, and to make this stir fry, you will need 2 teaspoons of sesame oil, a ½ teaspoon of minced garlic or dried garlic, a ½ teaspoon of dried ginger, a ¼ teaspoon of red pepper flakes, 1 pound package of bell or cremini mushrooms cut up. You will also need 1 pound of sweet peppers. I'm using a triad of colors, a cup of organic rice, 2 cups water, and your favorite seasoning. I used pepper, a little bit of salt, as well as Thai basil to flavor mine. And here you can see I'm just starting with the usual ratio of twice the amount of water that you use rice, in which case I'm using a cup of rice and 2 cups of water to start my meal, placing it right in my rice cooker and turning that on. And now I'm going to switch gears and start with my prep work. This is a pretty easy, simple weeknight meal, and I'm making a freezer meal by just pulling out things I have on hand. I went ahead and cut up mushrooms, a tub of spinach that I needed to use up. I'm using about a pound of spinach. I'm also using 1 pound, again, of the tricolor sweet Thai peppers, and just cutting off the caps, seeding them, chopping everything up. And at that point, I'm using my induction burner with cast iron because it's both zero waste, and I think it just cooks plant-based food better. And so I'm gonna start with that 1 teaspoon of sesame oil. And then starting with my peppers and mushrooms, I'm gonna go ahead and toss those in and saute, starting at 5 minutes at 275 degrees or over medium heat. And then once they have reduced by half and a lot of their inner liquids have been released, then I'm going to go ahead and increase the temperature to medium high or 350 degrees for an additional 5 to 7 minutes, in which case I'll add the rest of my ingredients. Now, just to season what's already in the pan, I'm going to add the garlic, the ginger, and the crushed red pepper flake, just so that the oils are released in both the mushrooms because they're porous, as well as the oil that is in the pan. And something I really like about plant-based cooking is a lot of it is really easy to make, and also a lot of it can even be prepped ahead of time. I often will make stir fries ahead of time for my husband, place them in mason jars, freeze them, and he has ready to go homemade lunches or an additional meal if I'm not home ready for him that takes minutes to heat up. But back to this particular collab, I was really excited to be able to venture into more of these plant-based meals. And as you know, I have an upcoming plant-based channel, which I will be posting Tuesday and Thursdays. And once those are up, I will definitely let you know. Now, you'll see me putting in just a second ago salt and pepper, but I like to pre-measure out my salt and pepper, and I keep it in a mason jar along with a little bit of rosemary, Celtic salt, black salt, and some cardamom. It's a great blend. It's something I've used for many, many years and first saw it when I was in Malaysia, and it's something that I used in both the stir fry and a lot of my cooking at home. Now, once you'll see here, making sure everything is really even in the pan just so that the cast iron cooks it thoroughly. And we're just gonna let that go low and slow for 5 minutes, and then you can see here, once all the liquids have come out of the peppers, which were frozen, and the mushrooms, they have reduced by half, and then I go ahead and crank it up to medium high at 375. You can still do medium high for 350 as well too. That's gonna cook for an additional 3 to 5 minutes, at which time you will add your stemmed spinach. I went ahead and added half at first and then the rest to the pan just so that it would have time to wilt in a good school of thumbs when you're making plant-based stir fries. Anything that's pre-cooked, move it to the edge, and that will give you the majority of your pan space for the things that need to be seared or braised or what have you in the center. And then once that has come to temperature, which only takes about a minute, you can go ahead and incorporate everything into the blend. Now, if you're someone who likes food extra spicy, by all means, this would be the point where you would want to go ahead and continue to season. Again, for me, it's pretty perfect. Now, I have put this meal over rice. I've also done it with a sweet potato. I have also done it with black beans. All are absolutely delicious. I've even made this stir fry and put it over a Buddha bowl, so the possibilities are pretty endless. And this is a pretty easy meal. Again, these were things that I had on hand, but even buying them locally or when I am able to purchase them at my local grocers, this is less than $6 for me to make to feed a family of 3, so of course your mileage would vary. Now here you can see everything is wilted, seasoned again, and is ready to go. And when I'm ready to plate, I will take a bowl of rice, I will drudge the stir fry rather, around the edge and add black sesame to finish the meal. And as you can see, here is everything ready to go. And the best part, at the end of this, I still had almost 11 minutes left, so you can see how easy and quick this is. Okay guys, that is the collab. Be sure to check the description bar below for the collab playlist to check out all the other wonderful ladies in this collab. And with that said, be kind to yourself and to others and have a wonderful rest of your day. Thanks for watching.